About 4 years ago, I was going to events and I found that a lot of them end up sitting around waiting, and then you'd race 2 or 3 races and then you'd sit around and wait. And I just got bored sitting there and I thought, there's got to be a better way to do this. I want an event that we have a lot of runs and a lot of food. So we started out with the first Ohio Musclecar Challenge in Aurora, Ohio, and we just did autocross. We did 3.5 days of autocross, 5 different tracks on this monstrous 20-acre parking lot, and it was a blast. Well, we lost permission to race there, so we moved to pit race, and that's where we've held it the last 3 years. And we get the question, why is it still Ohio Musclecar Challenge? Only because I haven't come up with a better name. I'm looking for one. If you got it, send it to me.
How to get into racing, it's been in my family for years.
My wife and I both got involved in racing back in 2007.
How I got started racing and having a love for racing, it all started back when I was a child. My dad was a drag racer in the late 50s, early 60s.
And as the pro touring events started to pop up, we started doing track day events, and it just kind of evolved from there.
But my love for racing started at a very early age, but I started doing this at a much older age, and now I'm hooked and I want to do it till I can't do it any longer.
So I started oval track racing in 1993 and built a car with my dad and had some real good success in oval track racing, 15 wins and 2 championships.
Well, it's the speed is the addictive part. I think all of us have a bit of a need for speed and love of the muscle cars and just kind of letting it hang out there.
An event like this is expensive, and to keep it affordable for our drivers, we have some great sponsors. We have BFG came in and they sponsored our ribeye steak dinner this evening. We also have UMI Performance, they were a presenting sponsor. R&H Motors and A+ Powder Coater. We had 4 associate sponsors. We had Ride Tech, we had Schwartz Performance, we had Sturgis Aviation, and we had JRI Shocks. But without all these 8 sponsors, we couldn't put on this great event. This year, if you registered early, it was $250. So it's a good bang for your buck, lots of seat time, lots of food.
UMI Performance, we are a design and engineering company. We design and build chassis and suspension products. We got involved with Bob in the Ohio Musclecar Challenge 3 years ago, first event here at Pittsburgh. As we saw the event grow, we talked to Bob and we wanted to participate more by sponsoring. And we want to make sure this event stays here. So by stepping up and being a sponsor of the event, we're hoping helps this event to grow and continue to stay here in our local state.
We really enjoy the Ohio Musclecar Challenge because it's run by Bob Bertelsen, who is someone that runs the events, and it's great coming to an event run by someone who attends events. He knows what we want.
This one doesn't seem like you're running around with your head cut off. It's so easy to enjoy this event because I think Bob spends a lot of time actually orchestrating how it goes.
It boils down to ultimate seat time in the car. We get more seat time, I think, at this event than we do at just about any other event.
And it's one of the best events in the country. I mean, Ohio Musclecar Challenge, you get a lot of run time.
This is such a fun event. There's competition, but it's very friendly. All of our friends come to this one, so this is like family reunion weekend. We just throw cars in it. And so it's the highlight of our year. I love this event.
This is the event goer's event because it's run by a guy who attends events. And that's what I think makes it really a great event to go to. I will be back for this event every year.
In the early, in third place was Danny King with a total time of 2 minutes, 21 seconds, .576. Larry Wu with a 2:18.860. And Brian Finch with a 2:15.585. So Brian, we got trophy for you. After attending Ohio Musclecar Challenge, you will be hooked on racing forever. Hope to see you next year.